The Bank of Canada just put a number on something that a lot of Toronto homeowners have been quietly stressed out about. 10% of people in Toronto with a mortgage won't qualify to refinance in 2027. If you have a mortgage that is renewing in 2026 or 2027, this is specifically for you. Now, before you spiral, this headline was designed to stress you out, but I want you to take a deep breath. There's a real story here, but it isn't the one that's going around. If you're feeling nervous, well, that's okay. You aren't reckless, you just didn't know this part of the mortgage game. Now, let's fix that. My name is Arain. I'm a Toronto real estate broker, and I've been doing this for 16 years. If you're getting value from this, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. We're growing pretty fast on the channel, and I don't want you to miss out on what's coming up. And if you want to sit down and actually talk through your situation, there's a link in the description below to book a discovery call with me directly. Now let's get into it. So this came out of a Bank of Canada report, and the national number was about 4% of mortgage holders. But Toronto specifically, well, that's 10%. Here's the situation. If you bought in 2021 or early 2022, and you bought at those peak prices with historically low rates, fast forward to today, your property, well, it's likely worth less than what you paid for. And your mortgage rate, well, it's coming up to renewal fast. People see this headline and they're probably thinking, power of sale, foreclosures, Toronto real estate is collapsing. And I understand that's the first thing that comes to your mind, but it's not what this even means. It's not even close. So this is the key. Renewal and finance are not the same thing. If your mortgage comes up and you just stay with your existing lender, they renew it for you, full stop. It doesn't matter if your property is worth less than your mortgage. The bank is not sitting there waiting for your house. They don't want your house. What they do want is they want your interest payments first and foremost. As long as you make your payments, they're absolutely happy to renew. We saw this play out in Toronto after 2017. Values dropped 20 to 25% in some areas. Banks kept renewing mortgages. Nobody got forced out of their home because their home lost value. Now refinancing, well, that's completely different. That's when you try to change the rules of the game. Move to a new lender to get a better rate and pull out the equity. That is when the bank pulls a full new appraisal. And here's when the 10% issue really kicks in. If you're stuck in that quote unquote 10%, it just means you need to stay with your current lender. You're not losing your home. What you are losing is the ability to shop around right now. There are basically 3 categories of people in this bucket right now, and none of them are actually failing. They are just in the specific financial position. Category 1, the equity tightrope. You bought with a minimum down. Now the market value has actually dipped and you're under that 20% equity mark. Category 2, the stress test stretched. You have equity, but your debt to income ratio doesn't pass a stress test at today's much higher rates. And category 3, the amortization wall. You're already stretched at 30 or even 35-year amortization. Unfortunately, there's no more runway left to extend. If you're in one of these 3 categories, take these steps to reclaim your peace of mind first and foremost. Get the data and not fear. You need to know where you actually stand. What is your property worth today? What is the balance left on your mortgage? This hard data kills anxiety first and foremost. Embrace the straight renewal. If your equity is tight, the straight renewal is your best friend right now. This is the easiest path to keeping your home and buying yourself some time for the market to recover. Talk to a pro early. If your new payment is still going to be a struggle, talk to a mortgage broker months in advance. There are some other options such as B lenders or even payment adjustments you need to explore before you even get that renewal letter. Also, there are broader market implications here as well. Most people in this spot are simply going to sit tight. They are not going to sell. They're going to stay in their homes and keep paying. This is actually going to keep inventory lower for much longer. And for those buyers waiting for a massive distress sale wave to hit Toronto because of this whole situation, it's not coming because most people can actually still make their payments, and their lenders are definitely incentivized to help them stay there. The 10% figure is a reality, but it's not a crisis. However, it is definitely an inconvenience. If you got a renewal coming up, seek clarity and just don't wait for the letter in the mail. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, let me know in the comments below. We are all navigating through this together. My name is Arain. Thanks for watching.